Okay, there we go. Oh, yaha, cause just stream everyone. Happy actual Lunar New Year today. Yeah, I honestly was planning on streaming a lot, like a lot earlier today. But then things didn't really work out because I ended up hanging out with my relatives, I guess. We had like a really heavy lunch kind of situation. And then afterwards they're like, hey, do you want to like hang out in a mall or something like that? And so we ended up going somewhere for a couple of hours, kind of ate crepes, had coffee. Well, not, I didn't have coffee. I had frozen hot chocolates, and my relatives had coffee, and I got to eat a crepe. Although ironically, because they told me like, oh, just pick whatever you want. We're gonna share with you. And then so instead of picking a flavor that I wanted to eat, I ended up picking a more generic kind of flavor, assuming like, oh, maybe this will be better for like the general group and all that. So I picked like a vanilla ice cream, mango, and strawberry crepe, right? And then I spent so much time cutting into tiny bits, like tiny chunks of crepe, and then like each little piece having its own little mango, having its own little strawberry, having a little bit of ice cream. It turns out only two people took like one bite each, and I had like 15 other like bites just left on the plate. It's like, what am I gonna do with this? So I ended up just eating the rest of it by myself. It's like, yo, this is crazy. If I had known no one else was gonna be eating, like, why did I pick a flavor that I didn't really want that much? And then why did I end up having to cut so many pieces in the first place? So yeah. Anyways, yaho, welcome to the stream, Darkrai. Sorry, I got too caught up in the story. But that's how it goes sometimes. I guess like for oh wait, sorry, I've started to realize the game audios. One of my other games is still running in the background. Wait, let me close that for a bit. Actually, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but anyways, I'm just gonna close my other game. I was supposed to close it before I started stream, but I kind of forgot it was still running. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Zodo. Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. I hope you didn't have work today. I think it is a holiday and all that. Man, I am tired though. I ended up spending like the entire day outside, even though I kind of wanted to spend a lot of hours streaming, but then I couldn't. And then I was supposed to try running like one of those discounted discounted subscription bundle thingies, and then I realized I forgot to do it, and then you can't activate it in the middle of a stream, like when you're already live. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, yo, congrats on getting Chilio. How did you get her though? Because I did not finish Imaginarium Theater. I could not finish like the second half of Imaginarium, so I'm still stuck there, and I didn't have enough. I didn't have any enough like secret letters to like continue on with that. I had a choice but decided to work today since it's my off tomorrow any. Ah. But you could have been off for 2 days in a row. Wouldn't that have been better? Or would they have forced you to come in tomorrow if you didn't work today? Because I feel like that's kind of unfair, but I don't know. I just really wanted to take a break, like so bad. I literally just like kept telling all of my relatives, it's like, damn, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I said that so much, and they're like, "Why? Are you so tired?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do anything." Like, kind of like the feeling that I really just want to like say I'm sick, even though I can't. But then if I do say that, I will end up having to like minus 2 days of leave because they don't really allow you to take leaves a day before or after holidays without also including the holiday. Also, I just knew that you can skip Act 9 in Endless if you clear Act 12 in the previous theater. I have a feeling we're still talking about completely different categories. Like in immersive theater, there's like 3 main categories. I cannot finish the second category. I think you're talking about the third category already, right? The third category, the one that has like so many stages. Yeah, I have never reached that stage. I'm still at like the second category. The second category, the third stage of that one. I cannot finish that one. Yeah, I've never entered that before. As in never. Because I've never been able to finish the third one. You know, like the difficulty, like 1 and 2 are like super easy or they're still very doable. But as soon as you reach like the third stage, it's like bam, the difficulty just shoots up. It's kind of like the equivalent of doing floor 11 and floor 12 of Spiral Abyss. Like up to floor 11, from 9 to 11 is like just easy. Like you just straight up like, do your typical rotation, like maybe 1 round, 2 rounds, and then you're clear. You're completely done. But in like floor 12, you have to like hyper focus and like freaking lock in just to make sure that you don't die somewhere along the way. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say I can't get enough. You have to get to property to clear second part, third act. Yeah, I can't. I don't I did put rhythm, but rhythm is not enough, honestly. Because like like the second one of the stages is like focused for electro, and rhythm was basically like the only electro. Endless technically easier since you just see one team only. What? Oh my god, I did not know that. So it's basically like the biggest barrier. It's literally just like the second category, third stage. I'm always stuck there. I never been able to like clear it at all. Like not even like a few star clears each, just straight up like nothing. So it's kind of terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what team to use there. I think for a while, I think the first half was all Lumino, and then the second half is like all Electro. But the second half I was using Rhythm, and then I think Rebecca, and was that Fushu or something like that? I think probably that one. It didn't really work out so well. Which I feel like I'll probably attempt it again. I did level up Nifle all the way to I6, which is kind of crazy. I actually went all full entrance on a character that I didn't even use. Yeah, I did Nifle. I don't know if I used the correct wedges on her. I feel like I need someone to like check her out eventually. Maybe like one of these days. I think precisely like the thing I find really annoying is that you don't. It's not like in Genshin where it's like the weapons are a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute. But yeah, it's not like a 1-to-1 thing, which means like when you're looking at stats, it's kind of difficult to tell like is this the stats that's good for this specific character or not. It's kind of tricky. Also, I'm realizing that my watch strap is starting to like what's the term for it? You know, like how silicone, like over time, it starts getting like that rubbery, sticky texture to it. I feel like my watch is turning out that way, like little by little. I've cleared it with Nightfall and Truffle, Rhythm, plus Rebecca and Fushu. Ah, wait, that's so good though. Wait, who else with Nightfall? Nightfall and someone else. Who's your third person? I'm kind of curious because I have all of those characters, so I need to know. But yeah, it's like kind of melting. Well, it's kind of like by the nature of the product itself. Ah, the MC. Mando, how are you able to do that? Because I had such a terrible time. I can't even really survive. Yeah, we're kind of just like going through the story slowly. I feel like I'm not gonna pay too much attention to it because I feel like yapping right now. Not to mention this is still like mostly spoilers for most of you guys anyways. You can put the octopus girl because it buffs skill damage. Ah yeah, the Tabitha. I also have her. Ironically, she's still at Intron 0, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that I prioritize literally everyone else except the characters I already have. Like, I don't have any introns with Tabitha, I think. Yeah, that was just like crazy because I use her so often with Rebecca. Wow, we have a stalker already? Who is Sparksy? But yeah, I also have no introns for like Truffle, which is kind of crazy because Truffle is always paired with Psyche. The Endless stage I use my I6 Nightfall and I6 Rebecca, both are very high damage dealer. I was unsure but you told that Nightfall do dual type of damage and one type had bonus for it. Yeah, cause that was the thing, yeah, cause like when I was reading her skills it said like she deals Umbro damage. It was like, since when? It's like, but she's like a Lumino character, so why does she have Umbro? But also, if that was the case, shouldn't they just have made her Umbro to begin with? And then had the Lumino as like a secondary element? Because right now, we have 5 Lumino characters. 5 of them. And you know how many Umbro characters we have? We have 2! Like, you don't even have a choice with the MC. The MC is really going to be like, he's really going to be like Lumino anyways, but like wild. Also, you know, realize that actually in the main story we kind of lost like the duet aspect of it, because you know, like it's Duet Night Abyss, right? So you're supposed to be playing from 2 perspectives. I don't know if that's like your evil alternate self, your like long lost sibling, or whatever version of that is, but like, yeah, you basically get to play from a different perspective. Let's say you're like the government version of you, and like you have like the fugitive version of you, kind of like that. So that was an interesting dynamic. But so far, we had not encountered any of that in Huashu, like at all. We basically just gave up on the story of our like government version. Yeah. And yeah, precisely like the 2 Umbro characters right now are kind of terrible. Like, Berry is just, I mean, she's a free character. That's like the beginning stages, so you kind of expected her to be terrible. And then Fantagio is like such a high, like it takes so long to get him because he's in such a difficult stage of the Nocturnal Echoes. And not to mention, I think his gameplay is also not that easy because you have to switch between his like human version, his beast version, and human version and beast version. Although I think primarily you want to be staying in his beast version, but yeah, that seems kind of like really annoying. Usually Nightfall don't need any teammate. I use Truffle and a spot filler MC for the sake of it. Ah, okay. It's your other half. I think MC is somewhat an old god based on info available so far. Yeah, I feel like the story was a little bit not super fleshed out, which is expected because it is the beginning. Catch it? Like you've already literally cornered it. You could just like kind of smack it, you know, just steal its camera. Damn! What do you mean we're gonna kill it to silence it? I thought he was an alchemy bright product. Honestly, at this point, I have no idea what's going on with the story. It's kind of just like very, very unusual overall. Yo, is that a cat like doing freaking rock and roll or something? Unlimited free drinks for 100 credits. Hey, that's pretty cheap, isn't it? And this guy's already wasted. There was a side quest to talk to you about the two gods that govern life and death. Ironically, I don't remember any of the side quests that we did. Like, at all. Like, basically nothing. They're not as memorable as the ones in, like, Genshin or Star Rail. Actually, even Star Rail's side quests are not really considered memorable. I think Genshin has better side quests, or, like, world quests overall. But mostly by virtue of them being so difficult and time-consuming to do that you don't really have a choice except to remember them. A lot of the stuff in... I think the more memorable ones is probably like the detective one. You kind of had to like go through so much stuff for that. Find a bunch of clues and then... What's with the thumb? Huh? Is he a simp for someone? Oh, I thought that was beer. Which is kind of like not good. And actually, that kind of looks terrible because she's literally like wasted over there. Oh my god, all these weird ass paintings. But yeah, Genshin side quests are like much better. Okay, where are we going? Oh. The Furbo journalists from Furbo Weekly lurk all over the place, secretly tailing the president. President? Yeah, look at this stream, Kuroi Drake. Yeah, I do remember Maggie taught Fina to salvage dustbins. Oh yeah, I remember that. Which is kind of embarrassing, honestly. Like, Maggie is so gung-ho about things that normal people don't want to be gung-ho about. If we want these guys to use their skills for good, we need to take initiative. The regional side quests, which are sometimes better than main. Yeah. Most of the time, I think. There's a lot of stuff I haven't finished in Remuria, but like visually speaking, it was like really nice. A lot of them are so good. I remember flying or chasing a dragon through Natlan's skies, and that was wild. I mean, the irony is that it's supposed to be like the land of dragons, but you only ever encounter the dragons of Natlan in these world quests, which may or may not be done by most people because a lot of them also don't care enough about these kinds of things. And it's not very, like, you can't do it again. Like, once you're done, you're like done already. It's just kind of a waste, actually. We never even really saw dragons during like any of the Archon quest. Yeah, the Saurian side quest, which I never finished, I think. I think there was some kind of last step or last achievement to do before you can get it in your teapot, and then I just never did it because I didn't know how to find it and I was too lazy to search for it already. Did you explore ancient ground region? Probably? Probably? I had to do a lot of exploration just to reach like the minimum requirements. Jumping the volcano. Yeah, the dragon fight. The dragon fight was fun. Just take me. Expressions are unnecessary. Everyone's so damn dramatic. Relax, we're not murdering you or anything. Aha! We smacked that thing. If it was like a main quest that appeared in like those reputation ones, I probably did it. Man, though, I'm so full. I don't know how awake I'll be for today. Because I ate like such a heavy dinner. Yeah, we ended up having like hot pot and all that. Which, it wasn't as good as I expected it to be. We only had like one one platter of meat that I had to share with like there was like 6 of us eating it, and I had to share it with my relatives, and like one small ass platter of lamb was like definitely not enough. And this outfit is a scam. I thought it was nice, and look, this is already at least the 3rd or the 4th person we've seen wearing this exact same thing. What is this?
盗撮した写真をちゃんと消して変な記事を書かないって約束してじゃなきゃうち本気出す
I still have not done pure fiction. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about that. Because I was supposed to do it as soon as I built Yao Guang a little bit, and then yeah, I forgot. 燃えてきた。
急に戦う気になってる
Wow, we're really gonna fight him right now? Okay, I guess. Unfortunately for you, I brought along Anaxa who could just like do all the weaknesses, so I can't 3-star the last stage. Oh no, that makes me worried. Because I kind of just brute force pure fiction without thinking too hard about it. I kind of just like leave it on auto mode. So if I can't clear it, it's gonna be a little bit worrying. Yeah, look at this chain dragon Jinwei. Huh? Cold. Wait, why are you cold right now? I mean, it's nighttime, but like, it's still pretty hot where I am. Oh my god, sorry, my sense of humor is broken right now. Really? People look at Sparkle and think, oh, this is probably not Sparksy, or is this Sparksy? And like, aren't they exactly the same person, just dressed differently? The irony of him saying like, we dressed like you, and then we literally just changed our outfit. Although this looks a lot like the, what do you call it? The Konoha symbol from Naruto? A little bit. Oh, I got 10 stars in pure fiction out of 12. It's okay, I think there's still quite a lot of time left for that, so... Nutrition fees? Inochi mo nai daro. Raccoon-sama.
さっきまでお金ないって言ってたのにオイラにお金がないのは嘘じゃないでも雑誌社にお金がないなんて一言も言ってないだオイラが逃げても雑誌社は逃げないから安心していいだ
Oh my god, he dumped it on the Hilux. Really?
だからぜひとももうまた逃げられちゃったぜひ来てって言ってたけどあのタヌキの話
Oh, congrats on getting all stars in pure fiction.
いいじゃん面白そうだし腹黒タヌキの誘いに乗ってみなよ今の二層楽園で君たちの動きあんたもそのうちの一人でしょねえ兄ちゃんたらまだ花火をさすがしげちゃん最高しっかりしてよピノコニーでいいように踊らされてたのもう忘れたの
Final can't ever get wave 3? Wait, really? But you already have like a very well invested like Finon, right? You also have Ceridra with him?
その目的はアイオンのゲームに参加するって決めたなら一瞬でも気を抜いたらダメだからね 僭越者になって現月遊戯に参加したい人はうじゃうじゃいる。そいつらにその子がこの後この先の広場で面白いことをするらしいから。
Oh, who is she talking about? This is such a funny thing to do, though. Anyways.
海って結構やんちゃだよね。元気いっぱいでみーちゃんみたい。うちはこんなことしないから。私の後に続いて頑張れ頑張れ、私は最高の夢つの工事。
Yeah, there's too much stuff I don't want to do right now. The puzzles are difficult. And I don't have the brain power to do them at like in the middle of the night. Actually, I don't even know if I'll actually be able to like do more than an hour today because I am pretty tired. So if ever I might end up having to change the title of my stream again. Ugh. Oh, she actually acknowledges all the weird coins that we're getting. Yeah, it's a lot brighter. Like, cause you know, a lot of the places we used to be in were like pretty dark. I mean, the forest was like half dark, half light, but we had quite a lot of dark areas, especially when things got depressing. So this is all a little bit more modern, and why can I not cross through? Why can I not cross through? Oh, I guess that's the other side? Damn. Chisa's region is so fancy. Wait, wasn't she in some kind of like Japanese style region? I think people were kind of wondering how they ended up having like freaking schoolgirls. Yeah, because she is a schoolgirl, right? Isn't she like high school or something? Something like that.
言うまでもないかもだけど、ここで一番崇められてる神様はユエツ。カンパニーが二層楽園のネット環境を整備してくれたおかげで、パブで聞いた噂だと、そのカンパニーは今回の幻月遊戯で裏から糸を引こうとしてるらしいんだよね。花火たち愚者からすればカンパニーって。
I still have not seen Zephyro. Oh my god, yeah. Is Zephyro gonna get involved in this region actually? I mean, he is one of the emanators of destruction, but still. The area where he saved her feels very, very anime rom-com thing after school year. Wait, I did see some scenes. It was kind of hilarious because it looked almost exactly out of a rom-com scene with like the whole freaking close-up on her face with the heart eyes, like the whole cherry blossom thing going on in the background. That was like quintessential rom-com vibes.
でもあいつらがヤバいのは本気でそれが楽しいって思い込んでるとこ。どこからどう見ても死ぬほどつまんないのに。で、とにかく実際に見てみればわかるから。
Wait, what is this about? Ah, so this is basically those stations again. Oh well. I will have to find a different content creator who does like the full 100% area kind of videos rather than like a multiple videos kind of creator. If you watch it without dialogue, you'd be expecting a kissing scene soon, but with dialogue, it's still almost like that. Wait, really? No, I don't like the interactive maps because I don't want to spend too much time figuring it out by myself. But the main issue I have with interactive maps is that because it's usually in a 2D structure, it's not easy to figure out like the better route to take, or like the more efficient way to go about collecting things, because sometimes it doesn't really take into account like elevation. And in areas like Amphorius, elevation is like a super huge factor to whether you have to like go up or go down in certain areas. Yeah, if you ever gone through those areas with like a lots of those lights and stuff. Yeah, but I am a sucker to admit that. I am terrible at this. I'm a little bit more motivated in what do you call it, and do at night abyss though, because the content creator I'm watching is like a lot more diligent about it. But no, even with the Herta, like promise, because I also used to just do the Herta and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna rely on Herta and then I can do it. And I cannot do it because the puzzles are too difficult, and then it's like, flipping the lights to go this way, that way, getting the flowers to like go up and down as the freaking platforms, covering all those freaking water lily ponds. No, it's not easy because it's not a 2D structure anymore. It's like a freaking 3D map thing. It's annoying. Yeah, but no, I'm terrible at this. Yeah. I don't like exploring. It's actually easier to explore in Genshin, ironically, than it is in Honkai Star Rail. I mean, the map is smaller, but like, in terms of like complexity of like the puzzles and the routes, it's easier. I feel like it's easier in Genshin. Not all of them have guides. Oh yeah, the cat, the funny cat. Such innocent girl in her 40s, dimension or space manipulation. Yeah, I don't like Penacony maps. Although I find Amphorius maps worse, but there are some in Penacony that are also just really exhausting to do.
現月遊戯がカンパニーの思い通りになるのは絶対ダメ。カンパニーのやつらの出来レースになるのもに。もうすぐ出てくるから待っててね。開拓の可能性は花火がピノコニーで直接見た。運命同士の君たちはこれから二層楽園で唯一にどんなサプライズを捧げられるのかな。ここには孫悟と純種もいるしねえ。現月遊戯が始まる前の二層楽園ってまるでアイオンのカードゲームみたいだって思わない？ゲームしようよ。コズミックフォースってコズミ
No? Cosmicon Collective? Oh my god, the TCG game you guys were talking about before. I won my Yaguang poll last time. It was 50-50. Oh, congrats on that. Yeah, good luck getting Sparksy.
あしげちゃん、一勝負どう？この花火が負けたら敵の名前を
Fine, I don't have a choice. Apparently, I do have. Wait, why? No, why is adventuring my enemy? No, this is the absolute worst. Why are we in this situation? Damn it! How could you do this to me? Cosmicon Collective is a gameplay mode where you battle using character cards and their corresponding dice shown in the top right corner of the cards. Yeah, well, wag kang tumuyo. Oh my god. Uragi mono da. Okay, time to start. I can't believe we're being forced. Oh, that's so cute! Hey, it's like a little duck! Yeah, that's adorable. A 4-sided dice can roll up to 4, and a 6-sided dice can roll up to 6. Oh my god. For adventuring. From here I clear and I stop because they will do TCG games in the story. But how many though? That's the problem. Like, if it's just like 1 or 2, it's still passable, but if they're gonna make you do a lot, that's gonna be annoying. A lot? Really? Hey, what's the point though? Damn, that kind of sucks. Okay, wait. Me and Darkrai only do his currency wars the latest update so far. Man, you guys are so strange though. How is that so fun for you even until now? I do 3 matches and I feel like I just want to give up for like the next month or so. Yeah, oh my god, 8 hours. I barely survived 3 hours. I'm not looking for ascending my rank now. I just want faction and playstyle jades. Ah, so you're collecting it, I guess? Yeah. But for real though, this feels a lot like when they forced us to like use TCG in Genshin just to like progress the story as well. I mean, thankfully it was just a short battle, but still, you know. I did it in background while farming DNA because looking at his cosmetic. Yeah, that's kind of true. Oh my god, Dragon Jinwei, what happened again? Wait, why is that always like messing up? I could have sworn like you just keep following and unfollowing and unfollowing me.
このカードあげるよ。もっとカードが欲しかったら。
Hmm?
そうだった。
I'm pretty sure you followed me before. You had a phase where you kept following and unfollowing me just to like see if the numbers would go up. That was really funny.
その子が君たちの敵。
Ah! Sorry, joke. I read that wrong. That was me following me. No, but like that's impossible. I can't follow myself. I am like the longest tier 3 subscriber of my own channel though. I mean, that's my automatic default though. As a streamer, you do get tier 3, which should kind of be crazy if you don't get tier 3 to your own streams. But yeah. Today my goal was to get 6 Bloodborne and 4 healer faction, but I got a buff which only let me create only 4 faction, not 6, so I did get chased. Oh, that sucks though. Wait, why is it a buff if it like makes it worse?
バレちゃった。みーちゃんの勘はごまかせないね。花火。
やっと見つけたぞ。私をゴミ箱に。
Is this Scott? This is... Yo, what the fuck? This is Scott. This is Scott. I know that voice anywhere. Like, my god.
ああ、人生。
Oh my god. I know that voice. That freaking iconic voice.
思いもしない形でひょっこりもカンパニー。
The buff gives you 2 character slots.
サブのガイドはそろそろ退散しようかな。
Because in exchange, it lets you add more, 2 more characters. So I got 12 character achievement. I was so, I'm honestly confused about what happened, but like, anyways, I'm going to assume like it just didn't work out so well.
じゃん。楽しい時間はいつもあっという間。でも、とんずらす
Is he gonna do something funny again? Honestly, you should expect it. Every time Scott is here, he was only kind of boring during the Fate collab, but in reality, he's a fun guy. Like, he has like a terrible life though. Someone liked him so much, they actually went on an entire thread about about Scott. Like, basically, like, his life history, his family history, his crazy-ass dad, all his, like, depressions and, like, happiness and all those kinds of things. It was a really interesting read, actually. But it also had a huge spoiler. So I was pissed because I ended up accidentally seeing a spoiler I was not meant to see. That's gonna happen way later in the story. And then now I already know what's gonna happen. Yeah, he was in the Fate collab. He was actually one of the masters during the Fate collab. So it was kind of weird because he was like such a bitch that back then, honestly.
よく覚えといて。現月遊戯に参加する聖越者が上でも下でもいいけど。
Yeah, pretty much the absolute worst character in the Fate collab back then.
なんだそれ。
このなぞなぞを覚えといて。次に
Oh my god, my ears are so hot right now. I think that's the problem when you're like not used to wearing a different brand of like headphones. Oh, the silent movie arc was because of him. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Wild. So yeah, that was honestly the worst thing about the Fate collab. And people were just kind of like really annoyed to say like, what, did they not want to pay the original voice actors of Saber and Archer, and that's why to like cut costs they ended up doing a silent movie arc, which is like, yo, the fact that like so many goated cast members were there for the collab and you literally just made it a silent black and white movie for like probably more than half the collab was like such an annoying thing. And the trailer that they posted in the YouTube, basically the videos was better than the actual outcome of the Fate collab. Like that was such a wild thing. Like all the scenes that you see in the trailer don't even happen. Yeah, it was a fucking fake ad. I was so pissed. Like look, because that ad was so good for adventuring. It's like, damn, he looked so hot, like doing all those like aura farming things. And it turns out in the actual collab, it's like he didn't do like 90% of those things. It's like, yo, where's the aura farming? Where's the dramatic scenes? Where's all the stuff that I was looking forward to? It's like, yeah, I don't understand why they did a fake ad. Like, I mean, I get that they don't want to spoil anything, but at the same time, that's like a terrible way to do it. Because if you're gonna do a fake ad, you should make the fake ad worse than the actual story, not the other way around. Because ends up people are like super hyped for it, and then they get disappointed when they play. As opposed to like if you kind of did it like a shitty ad, and people are like, oh, it's gonna be terrible, but they're like, but maybe we'll see what happens. And then when it actually becomes good, they're like, oh my god, we were like bamboozled the entire time. So you end up feeling like, oh, it was part. Oh my god, sorry. I got too excited about it. But yeah, it's like if you made a terrible ad and then you made like a really good story, they're gonna think, oh my god, we got bamboozled. That was the plot twist. They planned that from the beginning. But if you do it the other way around, they're like, oh my god, they fumbled so hard. Like they hyped up everything and then they like didn't live up to the hype. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes. The Genshin anime is just like every couple of years they kind of just say like, oh, by the way, guys, this project still exists, and they don't really do anything other than tell you it exists. So I kind of just don't really care anymore. It's like if you show up, you show up. If you don't show up, I wasn't really expecting anything anyways. You just like leave it at that. Because if you feel excited for it and then nothing happens, so you're just gonna get disappointed. Because Mappa became. I'm pretty sure you guys know Mappa, right? Mappa Studios is the one that made Jujutsu Kaisen and all that. Mappa was the one who also made Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice back then was like basically their how do you call it? It's not like a magnum opus kind of situation, but basically because of Yuri on Ice, the popularity of Mappa Studios just skyrocketed. Like, basically from, like, no one knowing who they were to just, like, insanely popular. And then people are like, oh shit, the studio's actually super good at animating stuff. And then they announced so many projects. Like, there's gonna be, like, a season 2. There's gonna be even, like, a freaking prologue movie and all that dramatic stuff. And then eventually they're like, hey, sorry, like, we're not gonna do that anymore. We canceled this project. And you're like, what? What do you mean you canceled the project? Like, that is so insane. Like damn. Wait, I think you need to add like an at something, or actually I kind of forgot how to use 8-ball also. But yo, that was so crazy. Like Mappa was like such a scam. So if I think how do you pronounce it? Ufotable? I'm assuming it's not ufotable, but like okay, that's such a weird thing to say. But yeah, so I don't really have high expectations of whether they're gonna continue with anime. I mean, they do. Yeah, I mean, I know how to read it, but I don't know how to pronounce it because there's too many words that I've always seen through text, but never heard in real life. So that's right. Actually, that's one of the things that people say. Like, if you ever meet someone and then you hear them pronounce something wrong, in reality, you shouldn't like disparage them for it. It's basically just to say they probably learned that word through reading it from somewhere, as opposed to hearing it being used in real life. So I think you should like kind of still appreciate people who went through all of that trouble. But yeah, Mappa's overworked. But every studio is overworked. But like Mappa was absolutely like infamous for that because their popularity skyrocketed so much that they couldn't really handle it, I guess. Yeah. Toho? Black Company. Yeah, because ufotable is not a Japanese word, I'm guessing. I mean, obviously it's not Japanese. It feels like a made-up English word. But Toho is Japanese, isn't it? Or Chinese, I'm not entirely sure. Just I know it's not an English word. I actually have a harder time normally pronouncing English words as opposed to like Japanese or Chinese. Because Japanese and Chinese are like generally more straightforward. Toho is the studio for One Piece. Ah, I knew that was familiar. How is your steamboat? What's a steamboat? Wait. Ah, okay, we're talking about different Tohos. Okay, okay. And I was just thinking about Token Ranbu, honestly. Like, are you referring to like steamboat, like the actual like boat that runs on a steam engine, or you know, I'm gonna Google that just to be sure. Yeah, because it's like, oh yeah, sometimes it's like if I don't get context, I get confused. Yeah, because like, if I search steamboat through, let's say, the dictionary, it's just gonna show up as like a boat that is propelled by a steam engine. But like, steam? Wait, are we talking about steam bot or boat or which one exactly? Because there's like, you guys have to be a little bit more specific about it. Ah, hot pot. Is that how you guys call it? Oh, we don't call it that. We just call it hot pot. Or yeah, or shabu shabu. That's the other term that we use. It's not shabu. It's not. It's completely different. We just call it like shabu shabu or hot pot. And like, look, Scott is in front of us. Man, I miss this dude. I kind of want to go back to like the nicer days when he was like just pure comedy and vibes. But also, you know, whoever designed this uniform is ass. Like, the fact that this portion is like so long, like, sorry, I don't know, this is like a fashion thing, but like this portion should not be as long because it cuts your silhouette in half. It makes you look drastically shorter, even if like relatively speaking you're not short, but you will look short. Like, look at the difference between Scott's proportions. Like, his torso is so much longer as opposed to Anaxa, whose proportions are like cut somewhere here in the slightly above middle. So he looks taller than Scott does from like a general perspective. If you're like looking overall like this, you can only really feel the difference if you're like, it's only noticeable that they're actually the same height when they're standing side by side. But if you're standing farther away, you would kind of assume that Anax is like much taller than Scott. So yeah, that's the thing. If you want to look taller, you need higher waisted pants, but you don't want skinny jeans. Like, sorry, but like skinny jeans never look good on like most guys. Like, even if that was like a vibe like years ago, even for most girls actually, skinny jeans don't really look that good. So if you want a longer silhouette, you should go for like an A-line shaped pants or like a wide cut leg pants, or at the bare minimum a straight cut and then a little bit higher waisted. Promise it will make you look much taller without you even having to do anything drastic about it. Sorry, it kind of like got distracted randomly. But yeah, I had hot pot earlier. It was okay, but like kind of expensive.
Yeah.
This guy is such a laugh trip.
カンパニーが派遣したうちらのガイドって
Skinny jeans are made for women with the same logic as the skirts. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even as a girl, I really, really dislike skinny jeans because they're too tight and then they're not comfortable to move in and there's no pockets most of the times. Or like even if there are pockets, like you can't really fit anything because it will ruin the silhouette of a skinny jeans. So yeah, but ironically nowadays I almost always exclusively see skinny jeans on guys. And it looks terrible. Do not wear skinny jeans. It just does not work well.
ええ、お二人にまたお会いできて光栄です。キノコに聖杯戦争の
Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. This is the thing that I really liked. You know, I did get spoiled about this, ironically. But yeah, that Adventuring was the one who gave Scott a new job. I mean, he's still within the company, but like, yeah, he's so much happier now, I think. I mean, or technically like, his boss right now, but still. Yeah, oh, congrats for looking good in skinny jeans though. Wait, but like, if you were in high school, that means you were very young. It's kind of like not easy to find a full-grown adult male that looks good in skinny jeans, like honestly. Most of the time, it just doesn't work. I think the vibes it gives off is very different. Like, most women don't really feel like that same, comfort, what do you call it? Like, not exactly comfort, but like the vibes just don't hit the same way because like this was like something that actually I watched a lot of fashion influencers talk about this as well. They're talking that the tendency is if you wear skinny jeans as a guy and like you don't know how to style correctly, it kind of gives off the vibe that you're a little bit of an asshole. Like that's kind of like what they're saying, which like when I thought about like maybe kind of a little bit like that. And so like a lot of them would show you like, okay, this is what I look like in skinny jeans and this is what I look like if I wear like more high-waisted like wide leg pants, and then they're yeah, and then the vibes are very different. It looked more mature or like more relaxed. Yeah. Nowadays baggy jeans are trends in my place. Like with tent like at the tent like. Oh, what does that look like though? Is that I'm assuming that's not like cargo pants? No, probably not. Is that like a flare kind of jean situation? If you wear skinny jeans, you want to wear a slightly looser top or jacket. Yeah, you kind of have to balance it. But sometimes like exactly like that, because the general rule is if you wear something skinny, you have to match it with something more relaxed. But if you kind of go overboard with it, it looks like your proportions get like really weird, kind of like a Dorito shape. Like because your hoodie is like so big and so wide, and your jeans are so skinny, it kind of just shrinks your shape, and then it just makes you look like really off center for some reason.
つかりました。
Oh my god, look at that. He's so happy. Wait. Yeah, okay, wait. Men have leg hair and hair plus friction do not. Yeah, that's true also. I mean, like, most women like shave, but it still sucks though. Loose jeans. Yeah, loose jeans are honestly just way better. I like A-line pants the most though, because it like makes me look a lot taller than I am. Oh yeah, thank you so much for learning. Hope to catch you in your next stream if ever. Okay. I always have a jacket in my waist when I have to go out. Oh, I hate wearing jackets though. I have terrible like heat tolerance. Like I get hot super easily, so as much as I like having layers, I like the fashion of wearing jackets and stuff like that. I cannot.
目が覚めた時にはゴミ箱
Poor Scott though. Yeah, imagine first day on the job and like we're just kind of oh typical Scott, and like March is like yo that's so wild. Like look at the difference in their expressions. We're just like so weirded out by Scott at this point. Okay, it's more conical at the bottom than the rest of the part. Conical? So is this like a boot? Like a what do you call it? Cowboy boots? A cowboy pants? Or like a flare pants, I guess? Or like bell-bottom jeans? Just saying, majority of people also do not look good in bell-bottom jeans. Even women, actually. The ones who are more likely to wear that, kind of like the hippie vibes kind of like situation. Or the more... Yeah, like the more hipster types. A funny story, an ex of mine bought me a pretty tight jeans, but keep in mind, I have a beer belly. Yeah, it's not a good combination, honestly. Oh my god. I mean, at least you were nice enough to wear it just because like, your girlfriend got it for you. So that's better than nothing.
それはついさっきまでお二人を騙したあの女の仕業だったのです。次に会った時には覚悟しとけよ。
What in the world is adventuring thinking? No, but the like. But, okay, I'm actually curious about because that's the only thing I care about, honestly.
人を見る目ない説あるかも。
お二人が私のこの憎らしい顔なんて見たくないであろうことくらい分かっています。
Hey, but you know, actually, when you think about it, like the fact that that adventuring hired this guy, and like one of his earliest jobs is literally to like help us out. Like, oh, adventuring likes us so much. After a while, okay, sure. I'm still gonna think of you as like a still decent person, so you'll have to live with that if ever.
それとも余興として新作
Yeah, I don't want to hear you bark again. I mean, that was funny, but like hearing a full-grown man bark multiple times just makes me feel like a weirdo.
スコートって本当にプロ意識高いよね。ここまで来ると
And then now we're like, yeah, look at this poor dude. Look at him. We're waiting for the enemy to show up. Ah.
そんなもん
It's gonna be so easy to step over his dead body, though. Fine, let's just play with him. It's okay.
それはちょっとああいやお断りするわけでは
Yeah, does he like cards? Is he a secret, like, weeb or something?
ただ今は勤務中です私の仕事はあなたのガイドであってカードゲームの相手じゃないですからほらプレイヤーなら遊び
No. No, if I'm gonna be forced to play a card game with someone. Yeah, see, we're gonna force it anyway. Playing cards with me is your job. We're gonna force you to play cards with us.
そうおっしゃるならお言葉に甘えさせていただきましょう
But actually, it's kind of hard to tell his emotions sometimes because of his glasses. It always hides his eyes.
フレームを入れるなよ
Oh my god, why are there dromases? Skill level 2? Damn! That was funny. Ah, okay, well we only have one card anyway, so we'll just use that. Okay, let's start. But also, why are we being forced to do TCG? The duckies! Mm-hmm. Well, actually, it's not supposed to be that difficult, is it? It's basically just pick the highest numbers like almost all the time. When attacking, all the selected dice show even numbers, inflicts 2 stacks of poison on the opponent. Ah, even numbers. Okay. Hey, we're all even numbers now. Wait, how many can we pick? Joke, we can only pick 2? We're gonna be fine. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my god. Well, actually, still passable. We're gonna do poison. We're gonna do poison. Oh my god, this number is so low. Damn, this dude is terrible at this game. Oh my god, it got worse. Poison. Okay, I don't really have a choice though. Because it ended up like much worse. Hey, I think we should be able to defeat him after this. Nanook and the rice cooker? What kind of achievement is that? Yo, that is random as heck. I won! I wonder how he feels about all of this though. I can't really tell if he's actually like happy or unhappy that like we're his boss right now.
どうでしたかボスこのスコートなかなか気が利くでしょそうだ広場には他にもプレイヤーがいますから遊び足りなければ
Yeah, I don't. Please stop trying to convince me to like play with other people.
ボス何かではこちらで影のように待機
But also, it's cool that he has a mecha with him, which is nice. Some people hoping or hoping Star Jumper Vita's robot will actually appear later in the story. That's honestly, I think, very possible. In reality, I mean, anything can go at this point. It's like Stardust just getting like weirder and weirder. How come they didn't put the voice lines here? They should have said it like, with the cat voice, like happy, 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 something like that. You're the 2D character, Meow. Yeah, we have the same hobbies, Meow. You found a bunch of Pix coins at Interplanar Jump and you want to exchange it with me, right? Why didn't they say Meow there? Yeah, we reached the 1 hour mark, thankfully. But it's okay, I think we can continue a little bit more then. A little bit. It's like, we're still at like a slow part of the story anyways. Does it? Or should I? No, wait, I'm so indecisive about all of these things though. Oh my god, ad time? Really? Wait, but it's ad right now. Isn't it? Wait, I can't run an ad right now because there's like ads currently running. Yeah, it's like it's gonna end in like 2.5 minutes, I think. So if ever, I'll have to run it afterwards. Yeah. I'll have to run it after the ad finishes. Okay, please don't remind me in case I forget. This face is always so cute though. One of the reasons is because Vita's canonically a fool. Oh, you're right! Yeah, I think that was during the collab, right? And mute your attack, yeah. A lot of you guys are like subscribers right now, so it's gonna be really funny. Oh, not during the collab? Wait, Sparkle was in the main story? I thought she only showed up in like in the collab part. Wait, I could have sworn I already bought from this before. Oh no, joke, I didn't. This is a different store. Oh, but I did buy the same- wait, no, I think I did buy this already. Unless they're all selling the exact same thing. Man, I didn't even know that they showed up during the main story. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna... Set the ads after it ends. So there's still like a minute of ads though. Why is this even blocked in the first place? The collab was Sparkle hacking a quantum computer to play with Vita. It's also a canon story, but technically a side quest. I'm still, honestly, I'm still laughing at that person who actually saw a picture of Fischl in the Honkai Impact 3rd and basically said, oh my god, people really just be copying things these days with like no shame. And it was so funny because like the entire comment section was like roasting him so bad. It's like, damn, this is like freaking an official collab, and then you're not even wondering why they have the exact same picture of Fischl. Because like if you were copying a character, like you would at the very least change a little bit of the details and not just like copy it like 1:1, because like that is basically grounds for a lawsuit if you try doing that kind of nonsense. So like he got roasted so bad. Like the entire comments was like, damn, you didn't even fact check and you just called Hoyo like garbage immediately without even realizing it. They're both from the same company also. Which makes it even funnier that he also did not know Honkai Impact 3rd was from the same company.
Yo, お兄ちゃん、絵の世界をよかったらここで練習して。ああ、練習したくなったらいつでも声をかけてくれ。
What do you mean, what engine do they use? I mean, Duet Night Abyss is, I think, technically Hong Kong, if I remember correctly. Still find it funny how they made Fischl be with two other Chuny-like characters in Honkai Impact 3rd, which canonically have the power to destroy all of humanity. Yeah, I saw something about that. That was so wild, honestly. But still feels like definitely Unreal game engine. Okay. Wait, game engine? I think it's Unreal Engine 5? I'm not sure. Is it Unreal Engine 5? Let me Google that really quick because I'm also curious. Unreal Engine 4! Okay. Actually, if it's Unreal Engine 4, it shouldn't be that unoptimized though. I know Genshin uses the same... Wait, does Genshin use the same thing? Or not? Actually, let me Google that too because I'm also curious now. But I think it's like closer in terms of like the open world situation they have going on. Ah, Unity! Yeah, okay. Joke. They don't use the same thing. But Wuthering Waves is the one that uses Unreal Engine 5? Is that correct? I just know it's some version of Unreal Engine, whichever version. No, Hoyo uses Unity. Okay, you know what? I feel like at this point, I'm just gonna not think about it. I know! I just needed to like talk to random people and then it's like, whoop, I just haven't done any of that talking at all. Oh my god, we have a parasocial fan right here. But man, I'm grateful you guys aren't like that because this would be scary to experience.
ちょっと落ち着こっか。火花ちゃんの愛はファン、火花のみんなに向けられてるの。
はい。火花のみんな？ふん。火花たんが僕のお嫁さんになってくれたら、僕が絶対に守ってみせます。
あなたみたいのが一番危ないんでしょうが。 この人たちと話してもまともに会話にならない。
Yeah, Marsha's all like, these are a bunch of weirdos. Better not get close to them. But for real though, I don't want to do any more of these matches though. They're too time consuming to like justify like inserting that into the story of all things. The fans ones is still possible at least because they can like be kind of interesting.
火花それってさっきのタヌキ
8 hours. Understand? No, I mean, I would definitely go way, way, way longer than 8 hours if ever.
面倒じゃなかったらもちろん火花様はあんまり知らない人に布教で
Like, we already don't have currency wars, which sucks our life.
理想楽園で一番
Yeah, currency wars takes so much time. I didn't expect that like the quote-unquote easier rounds would still take me an hour to do.
もうすぐこの広場の画面で配信が始まるからみんなと火花様のパフォーマンス
Wait, I need to talk to other people first.
ねえみんな
それはもちろん火花様の配信ですよ。
We're aliens.
その顔どこかで。
Hey, he didn't even react properly.
請求列車の七式
そうでしたか。
I honestly feel like you can't really like leave currency wars running in the background because it's not going to like auto select cards or auto like anything for you except for the battles. The battles themselves are like the shortest part of currency wars. Like the difficult thing is deciding like which strategy to use, which equipment to buy, whether you should like refresh the shop or like do all sorts of
火
things.
花様の可愛さは限界突破しています。多彩かつ多芸な彼女は最もオールラウンダーな配信者。
やっと列車に興味ない人に出会えた
Yeah, I don't really want to do the entertainment part. Shortest part of currency war, meanwhile, standing for. Wait, what? 45 minutes? Really? Wait, because like I thought the most difficult part is like picking the stuff, and then the fighting just like comes after. Because you have a limited amount of turns, though. You can't really go beyond that.
配信もうすぐ始まるよね火花様の登場シーン見逃さないでね
I could probably cook instant noodle and like what combat is still not finished. Oh my god, what kind of stages are you guys even doing anymore? That sounds scary.
どうかえそちらの方はただの通りすがりですよカードゲームのことでしたら
Ah! Oh, hey, that's such a cute poster though. Nope, not gonna do this now. It's easy. Play lower level, just hoard the money, and grant you in background. He tries the highest difficulty just to do dailies takes 2 hours. Yo, how even? Like, and then the fact that you play so much more games than I do is kind of crazy. It's like, how do you have time for all of that? Even like if you are work from home, that's still like that's still such a crazy amount of time to do everything. I got rhythm to from I4 to I5 and even one match was not finished. Ugh.
火花様の登場熱い火花火花たちお待たせ火花の声聞こえてる
Yeah, just let me change the title for a bit. Because I don't think it's a good idea to do like Genshin anymore today. That's gonna be too much for me. Mando, how to be as famous as Sparksy.
ちゃんとご飯食べた
Hey, our art style is so nice though. Craft to resin and call it a day. Yeah, honestly, that's true.
火花のこと愛してる
But actually, I find acting like that incredibly difficult. It feels like you're always just like asking for love from people, and it's like, that doesn't feel like an authentic way to like generate support from people.
まとってる子がいるね。やば、まさかうちらのことじゃないよね。どれどれ、あっちゃった人に会っちゃった悪い子ちゃんは誰？
She's sucking the soul out of them. Yo, that's crazy. Like a vampire cult. Okay. Oh my god.
旧型が言ってたしげちゃんかな。こいつと組んだハムカオキ悪い子だね。ほら、君のおもちゃは火花のもの。
Oh my god. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is not cool anymore. I didn't want to be turned into Pom Pom again. Depends on what kind of streamer you are and your theme. Yeah, I'm terrible at that though. Whatever you hear from me, that's like pretty much my authentic self. I don't have the energy to pretend to be someone I'm not.
服が変わった？
That's like way too much trouble, honestly. I feel like it's not
お前が
really worth it to go through all of that in general.
どういう関係だ？
Because that takes like a lot of thinking, and I don't really want to be thinking while I'm streaming anyways.
あのポンコツキュー
I died!
君たちに何をお願いしたの？
I died!
とか
I'm terrible at this. Oh my god, I should just ask Tom to do it for me. Tom is like way better at these things.
それとも現月遊戯に参加してほしい。
Yeah, whining about work is like honestly one of the best things. Because I'm always like incredibly unsatisfied with work anyways. Oh my god, I died again? How many times am I going to die? Sorry, Pom Pom. Yeah, these are a lot of like the new content that we're being forced to do, which is like incredibly difficult. I'm not good at these kinds of stages because I didn't really grow up playing like those Super Mario kinds of things. Or like basically anything like Metroidvania style is, yeah, it's hard.
もうせっかくデジタルプリズンに入れてあげたのに勝手に出ちゃうなんて悪い子。可愛いファンのみんな、そこの悪い人たちが火花を傷つけようとしてるの。悪いやつを捕まえろ。
Damn. Yo, this is crazy. We're being mobbed right now.
うちらは別に傷つけようとか思ってないよ。
Danhag would have literally just thrown hands. I don't think he would have even bothered listening to these guys.
傷つけようとは思ってな
The
い。
difference between professional streamer and streaming for fun. Yeah, I don't expect to make this a career any— Oh my god, wait! Wait! Is this Scott? Is this Scott?
やっぱり君たちも
What happened to the dude? He's just like freaking— Oh, is he stalking us from the back? Oh my god. Yeah, being a professional streamer is exhausting. I can't do that though. I mean, it'd be nice to like be able to earn money from this, but I'm not really expecting too much anyways.
かわいそうなくらい味気なくて利益
I once played Raimon 3D game, which was like this, and that was it. Yeah, it's a cult. Tell them their idol got a boyfriend, they choke themselves. No, they're not gonna do that. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna choke the streamer instead. They're gonna do that to the idol and say, you don't deserve that. How could you betray our trust like that? We believed in you. Kind of that weird situation.
なんかうちらのことをすごい誤解してる。
Look at how angry he is.
大きな楽しみを取り戻す。これは仮面の愚者に
And then, yo, Scott disappeared. He was literally here earlier and then now he's gone. Okay, I kind of want to save that just to see like the difference in it.
可愛いファンたち。
At least our raccoon will get out of trouble. Yeah, we're gonna brute force our way through all of this. Maybe Scott is an IPC spy. No, it's okay. I mean, he's working for Adventuring, and Adventuring likes us, so it's gonna be fine. I mean, I already saw spoilers, but like, it's gonna be fine.
広げて答えは
And a boyfriend somehow will be found dead. Yeah, with the suicide note. But man, though, I feel like the more terrible thing is when they just target the idol or the streamer themselves.
君は法律に違反している。よって現行犯逮捕させてもらうわ。
Wait, oh my god. Oh my god, is this the NPC? The new NPC? Oh, she's so beautiful. What the heck? This design is so good. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that.
私がいる限り
She has such beautiful hair. Actually, the coloring or shading for her hair feels a little bit comic bookish, I guess. An officer from the Department of Aberration Defense.
いいところだったのに。あのさ、現月遊戯の期間中に聖越者が何をしようがおやつ
聖越者とは仮面を所持している人のことよ。君は現月遊戯に参加し
Her
た
eyes feel similar to someone.
ボートの一人
She does have like the diamond eyes, kind of like adventuring, but the color is different.
二層
I'm
落
not very good at remembering eyes that belong to characters I don't know.
遊戯の名のもとであれ。法に背く行為であれば。
厳罰
But man, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. What the heck? But yeah, you can feel like there's a little bit of like blue shading to her hair. Like the outline of her hair is a little bit blue.
火花は言ってるの。カンパニーが支配する二層楽園は死ぬほどつまんないって。七死人たちはもうしばらく泳がせてあげるね。で、次会うときは火花の熱心なファンに火花のものにしてあげるから。
逃げた。
I like this outfit a lot. Not so much this like belt buckle, but the rest of her outfit looks so good. But man, though, they really focused on the shading of her chest. Of course, they put emphasis on that, and she has the asymmetrical boots. Most spoiler scenes so far are funny cutscenes without context. Yeah, that is true. There's like so many of those, especially with Ashvale. He has like a fuck ton of like spoilery stuff.
よかった。あと少し遅れていたらと思うと。
大丈夫だ。俺とナノはそんなにやわじゃない。
火花のファンがぶっ飛ばされる前でよかったってことよ。
So when she means bad for everyone else, not bad for us? That is hilarious. She's not wrong though. She's definitely not wrong. It would have turned out drastically worse for everyone else involved.
改めて自己紹介させてもらうわ。
Kuchiba!
私は口は超常現象管理局に所属している治安官よ。
うちらの自己紹介は多分いらないよね。もう知っ
Wow, March. March really pulling out that we're famous enough that you should know us, right?
ええ、新聞でもテレビのニュースでも。
I thought you were a police dog trainer. What?
要件のことね。彼らはただ超常現象管理局の職員にはええ、知っていると思うけど、二層楽園はとても不思議なところ。絵師が描いた絵から生まれた生き物、思いがけず命を宿した奇物。超常現象管理局はこうしたもののためにある。
Yeah. Although if ever, I might end the stream like a little bit earlier today, because I feel like I'm starting to get sleepy, and that's like a bad sign that I'm not gonna be able to focus on the rest of the story. But yeah, she has Enkidu's voice, although you can't really feel it much right now, because I mean Enkidu's going for like the androgynous vibe, but like with Kuchiba, she's like, you definitely know she's a girl, so she doesn't really have to make it like a little bit in the middle.
それからさっき
But she does still have a little bit of like that calming vibe that Enkidu has though. Man, this is like one of the better, I think for me, this is like the best NPC design. that they've made so far. Like there is Xiaoban, there's Cersei's, but I like Kuchiba's the most. But I'm also biased because I like black clothes in general.
もしかしてスコートに言われて来てくれたの？
あの横柄なカンパニーの彼はそういう名前だったのね。彼
High and mighty IPC specialist. Yeah, just say he's arrogant.
強行手段に出る必要。
まあうすうす予感はしてたけど、これからどうする？ガイドは逃げる。
Chains of Heavens lets us bind a god. Anima, Elish, and Kido outline.
それか姫子に状況を報告し
Hey, are we really not going to try to find Scott? Also, like, how did Scott not see all of this going down? Like, I mean, he kind of ditched us, but also not really.
それもそうだね。
そんなに急いで決めなくてもいいんじゃないかしら。あ、そういえば
Oh, are you going on a food trip right now?
まだなら近くのお店を紹介するから、そこで食べながらゆっくりお友達を待つのはどう？
See that brown box behind Scott is in there? Oh, which one? Which brown box? This one? This would be funny if he was actually hiding behind that one. Oh no, why are we in like Himiko's perspective? Joke. Joke. Okay, this is gonna take a little bit longer then.
93.6%。この贋作は十分に本物と判断され。
Yo, wild. Pearl, she's just casually forging stuff?
あなたは満足していないみたい。
Is she just casually forging artworks?
悩んでいるの？わずか 4% の誤差。
数値化しにくい要素、つまり芸術性についてです。
けれど、あなたはもうすでに管理者でしょ？
She looks like an oracle or something. Yeah, she's pretty, but I wish they put lines on her face though, just like under her eyes, because someone did make a fan art of her, and surprisingly his design was like really close to the canon design.
5ヶ月と15日です。肩書きに意味はありません。この絵に加筆するなら芸術について理解する必要が。
あなたのことだからそれは結論であって理由ではないでしょ。焦点ソーローズアハトピアという星の
It's Kokomi. Yeah, oh my god. She looks a lot. Nah, now that I see it, like it does look quite a lot like Kokomi.
の遺作。彼女は神業とも言うべき技術。
Menzai
一つ
Tengoku.
の次元界。あなたは彼女が
否定はしません。
Yeah, because you know like how she has lines on her body to show that she's basically a robot, like her joints, things like that. But she doesn't have any on her face. Like someone drew lines here, like directly in the middle of her, below the middle of her eye, all the way down to like her jaws and stuff. And like that would have been such a nice touch.
まずは理解し。
きっとそれこそがダイヤモンドがあなたを選んだ理由なのでしょう。10の赤心は変化を期待しているわ。奇妙なものであふれかえったこの海であなただけ。
ありがとうございます。しかし私の任務は幻月遊戯の新ジェイドさん、一つ伝えておきましょう。10の赤心はそれぞれが独立した意思決定権を持ち、私は常と同じように最善策を取り中立を保ちます。
抜け目ないのね。あなたのその理性的な振る舞いには。
失礼します。パール様、例の列車のナビゲ。
どうやらこれ以上芸術について
ではお話はこれで。私は与えられた役目を果たす。客人をこちらへ。
Please give us a break.
どうぞお入り。
Oh, we're definitely not getting a break anytime soon. I feel like this conversation is gonna take a while.
突然というのは適切ではありませんね。計算の結果、列車組の訪問は効果的なコミュニケーションのための最適な選択でした。 すべてが順調に進むのは喜ばしいことです。
堅苦しい挨拶が省けそうで何よりね。こちらの目的もすでに。
はい。ご用件は加入を拒否される確率は 91.2%。
鉄棒との戦いで
Gift her some coffee. Oh no. No one's gonna survive the coffee.
同盟の理念を否定はしないが
Had to check Prometheus. Yeah, it seems Hoya don't make robot outline in the faces. Yeah, kinda sucks.
すでに
It would have been like a nice but like small touch. If someone did point out that Hoyo, or sorry, Honkai Star Rail is set in a universe with lots of different planets, but ironically, like every single person you meet is just some version of human. And I think the closest one who wasn't completely human was like Xiao Qiao, kind of like that.
最もな懸念です。ここで見落とされがちなデータを提示しておきましょう。直近2個白期の間に反銀河貿易体制に加入した惑星は1263個。二層楽園もその一つ。孫悟と優越はこの地において調和し、共存を可能としています。
それについてはまだ議論の余地があり。
そうですね。共存の過程で壊滅との構想に参加する者は、私の計算ではあなた方が孫悟の枠組みに基づいて開拓の道を歩み、そこに調和の協力、知恵の計算、遵守の軍事力が加われば、いつか必ず壊滅の脅威は打ち倒されます。迷いためらう時間は受け身でいることにつながる。
ええ、あんたの見解も一理あるわね。
それはつまり。
いいえ、0% よ。興味深いわね。ここへ足を運んだのは拒否するためじゃないわ。
それは計算。
違うわ。ただ銀河というテーブルの上でカンパニーが束ねているのは、私たちはこれまでただ誠実に開拓し、そして今その誠実さのおかげで多くの人々が列車と共に歩んでくれてる。
Now that I listen closely, she have almost the same robot voice filter as Prometheus.
ああ、開拓に結出したものがあるとすれば。
だからこそこうしてあんたを訪ねたの。ねえパールさん、銃の赤心としての立場は別にして、こんな可能性を考えてみて。壊滅と戦うのに必要なのは同盟じゃなく、カンパニーが列車の盟友になれるとは限らないし、それは戦略投資部も同じこと。でもあんたとなら仲間になれるかもしれない。調和と手を携え、知恵と共に計り、遵守の狙いを助け。
では開拓はその中で
ほうよ。
船の行き先を決めるもの。
いや違う。嵐の海を、嵐の中で壊滅に立ち向かう全ての者たちが。
興味深い考えです。私の論理回路は、私は中立を保つ。
カンパニーは二層楽園を変えてはいない。だけど私に言わせればそれは二層楽園にまだ。そしてカンパニーは現月遊戯を利用。
機密事項です。お答えいたしかねます。しかし姫子さんが協力的な姿勢を。お二人ともどうぞこちらへ。
Okay. Okay, are we getting a break? No, we're not getting a break. We're getting a cutscene instead. Oh my god. This game is wild. They keep doing this to us.
絵の世界のどこか、現月の否定と呼ばれる場所ね。
これは見事だな。
この木は1000年の長きにわたって朽ちず、儀式の前にだけ花をつけます。
Prometheus is a Honkai Infected character, kinda a Bronya variant, but not really. She's an AI that manipulated Finality's mind to delay humans' extinction by 50,000 years. Oh, I can't really tell if that's a good thing or not. Honestly, I feel like they could speed up that process a little bit just so you can kind of like start again from scratch. I haven't played it yet, so can't guide through the next stop. Yeah, that's how it goes usually when you're playing something completely new.
8つの仮面に8人の聖越者たち。そう遠くないうちに伝え聞くところによれば、姫子さんにはグラフィエの血が流れているそうですね。現在、遵守の使者もこの地を訪れています。
Yeah, look at the stream, Tom. Oh my god, just as a disclaimer though, I feel like I will probably end stream soon because I'm getting like super sleepy, but we're just kind of trying to find like a good moment to stop because like this has been going on for quite a while and I spent the entire day outside and yeah, tired. I didn't walk that much, but I ate too much food, so I'm actually pretty close to like a food coma right now as well.
ただ遊戯には優越の仮面が必要。
現時点で私は3つの仮面を確保。歴史上仮面と聖越者を揃えて管理する。ですが今回カンパニーはそのリソースと影響力を。
天外からの来訪者が幻月遊戯に参加すること自体はそう珍しくないけど、優越のアイオンの気まぐれは有名でしょ。パルさん、くれぐれも気をつけてちょうだい。
アッハが気まぐれであればこそこの。
お話中に失礼いたします。こちらで派遣していたガイドから連絡がありました。仮面の愚者の襲撃に。
想定内です。彼らがどうやら列車の選択に関わらず、
あの子たちと連絡を取ってみましょう。
By now, they should have met Ultronets instead. Yeah. Oh. Trouble, trouble. Yeah, come to think of it, how many characters from all of us actually get to participate if there's only like 7?
パールさん、安全のため
もうお帰りですか。姫、特にあなたのご先祖様の遺作昇天ソーローズとその神業のごとき現像の術についてなどいかがでしょう。
ああ、せっかくの誘いだ。俺は先。
お願いするわ。
ベルトさん、お帰りの前に。
Oh my god.
いや、どうかお気遣いなく。幸いにして。
誤解です。七死人にそのような俗な贈り物は。
これは。
Oh my god, Welt! Welt! Yo, he's so fucking easy to bribe, what the heck?
ベルトさんは
You can see the sparkles in his eyes.
気に入ってい
実に素晴らしい贈り物だ。では、俺はこれで失礼する。
But also the fact that that box would not even fit in this thing if you close it is like wild. Even if you laid it flat on its back, it still wouldn't fit. I know, all the giant robots. I have a feeling he probably built Gundam also in his spare time. I actually do have a lot of backlog Gundam sets that I should be building, but I get so lazy because it's more fun to like stream.
グラフィエ学院って
絵師を養成するための学校よ。
そこで待ち合わせしてるんだ。
案内するわ。
Oh my god, there we go. There we go. We finally finished this part of the story. Oh my god, that was crazy though. That took so long. Oh well, okay. That's it for today. Thank you so much to everyone who joined today's stream. I hope you had a great time. Oh, the ads. Oh my god. Wait, I definitely just have to save that for next time because we are ending and that's like a terrible way to end the stream is with an ad. I'm so sorry about that, Kuroi. Promise next stream I will try to do it as early as possible so I don't forget. But yeah, I'm super sleepy also. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for joining today. Yeah, I know you're never even going to see whether I do it or not. But it's fine. I will do it out of integrity next time when the stream is actually running and not at like the end. But yeah, you know, I think I will probably stream again tomorrow. Like, well, my goal is to stream every day anyways. So yeah, you know, have a great rest of the day, everyone. Happy Lunar New Year again. See you guys tomorrow. So goodbye for now. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.